Alright, I'm doing question 3. On a helicopter ride, the pilot first flies 12 kilometers north, and then 14 kilometers north, 22 degrees east, and then 11 kilometers east. So I've drawn the diagram as R3, so you can see our three displacements, and our total displacement is in purple. To find this, we have to do vector components. So for our first component in the y, it would be 12 kilometers, as it is traveling only north. So there would be no x component. And for our second one, we would have to have solve for our y and x components as it is traveling in an angle. To do this, we would have to use our trigonometric ratios. So it would be 14 cos 22 degrees for our y component and 14 sine 22 for our x component. So it would be 12.98 kilometers in our y component and 5.244 in our x component. And for our third vector, it would just travel straight east, which would give us 11 kilometers east. So to solve for our total displacement, we would have to find our x and y components of our total displacement. And to find that, we would have to add all the displacement vectors up. So it would be 12 plus 12.98, which would be 24.98 kilometers north, this way, in the up direction. And our x component would be 0 plus 5.24 plus 11, which would be 16.24 kilometers east. And to find our total displacement, we would have to use Pythagorean's theorem. And rearranging Pythagorean's theorem, we would get that c equals square root of a squared plus b squared, which would be 24.98 squared plus 16.24 squared, all square root of that, which would give us 29.79 kilometers, which is the total displacement. Now to find the angle of the total displacement. So I've labeled the angle here as cos, which would be from the horizontal up to the purple. And to solve for that, I would have to use tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. And from our components, we can sub in our opposite and adjacents, because our components put up would create a triangle like so. So we would sub in our opposite as 24.98 and our adjacent as 16.24. And the tan negative 1 to solve for theta, we have to do tan negative 1 of 24.98 over 16.24, which would give us an angle of 56.97. So our total displacement would be 29.79 kilometers east, traveling east 59.7 degrees north. So it would be going this way and then 57.6 degrees that way up. That is it. Thank you.